Alright, so here's a short example scene for you. I think what's going wrong on your end is that you're trying to collect a coin and destroying it from the player's side, when really you should have a script on the coin itself. It can also hold additional information like the value of the coin or something like that. This is the object that has a trigger collider. It doesn't have to be a box collider if you want it to be more complicated than that, but this is as simple as it gets and it shouldn't need more. You have your player. You're going to have a rigid body on that. I have a simple player script so I can move around a little bit in the scene. And if we look at the actual scripts, the coin pickup script has a serialized field to hold the coin value as I added, and then on the on trigger enter, basically, which gets fired when something with a physics body like a rigid body triggers the collider. And then we check if the other object that has collided with the coin is the player. Then we make sure we get the actual player script from that thing that it collided with. We'll just call that player. And in the player, I have a public method called add score that we can pass in the value of whatever the coin value is, and then we destroy the actual coin after that. But so the that was my dog. Sorry about that. The actual score and that kind of stuff is handled on, for example, the player script. But the actual detection of having something collide or trigger with the collider happens on the actual object itself. So it just sends back information to the player to then do something with it. You could have various ways of detecting whether or not it's the correct object. I mean, if you have multiple players in here, you don't want to check all their tags. You can check for a layer and that kind of stuff. And I'm also assuming that perhaps in your case the layer isn't properly detected, so you should probably then put in some sort of debug to see if you actually get the layer to fire off. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You would just hit play. I'll move on to the coin. The coin gets removed. Score is added, +1 for a total of 1. If I were now to duplicate the coin a couple of times, and give some of them a different value, and play again, we would get 1 for this one, and get a score of 3 for a total of 4. There, 19, whatever. Anyways, I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'll see you in Discord.